Perfect. Hi everyone. Again, my name is Mitesh Parikh. I'm the product line leader from GE Vernova, and I manage our communication portfolio. And I'll kind of talk about who we are, what we do, and where we are with Nessum technology, and what are our plans for future. Just kind of talk about that briefly. But before we talk about the product itself, I want to talk about GE Vernova, as a lot of people don't know GE Vernova. There are confusion. Is it GE? Is it GE Aerospace? The healthcare is still part of the business, or what's going on? So let me just give you a quick overview. I won't take too much time. But GE Vernova is a spin-off of GE. So as you know, GE, 135-year-old company. There was a little bit of identity crisis as we did healthcare, we had lighting, we had this business and that business, we had so many different businesses within GE umbrella. And primarily they were categorized in three businesses or sectors, the healthcare, aviation, and the energy. So we, as a GE, came together and decided to spin off three different companies. The healthcare was spun off in 2023, and the Vernova and Aerospace, they became standalone companies, completely independent companies, as of April 2nd of this year. So GE Vernova is an energy-focused business. It is truly a portfolio of energy businesses. We are focused on this market, energy market. So all my utility friends, we are just, our sole focus is on utilities to make sure that we are supporting the decarbonization and digitization goals or electrification goals that we have. Again, electrify the world while decarbonizing it. That's our goal, that's our mission, that's what we are trying to do. I like to share what our CEO Scott Strazik say nowadays, which is actually getting kind of a lot of excitement out there. If you look at GE stock, Vernova stock, it has been performing fairly well over the last 8 months, and the reason is, again, we are very much focused. Until April of 2024, we were doing a lot more than just energy. Now we are focused on energy. We are helping our customers with this energy crisis that's happening, and we want to provide this sustainable, affordable, and reliable electricity for the world. That's what we're trying to do. That's what we want to enable our customers to do so they can then support their end customers. So if you look at GE Vernova, there are primarily three segments of GE Vernova. The first segment is the power, where we have gas power, steam power, nuclear, and hydro, and so on and so forth. So all the power businesses are consolidated into a segment called power. Then we have a wind segment. That's where all the wind solutions are. Electrification, that's getting a lot of kind of a buzz nowadays, because when we talk about decarbonization, when we talk about electrifying the world, one of the key things that we need to really look at is the grid, right? Are we evolving our grid? Are we digitizing the grid and modernizing the grid? So that's where all of our grid-focused businesses are in electrification. We still have our digital business that focus on the grid OS and the software solutions at much higher level, and then financial services and other organizations. And our research center, GE had a huge research center which was very widely populated called GRC. And that research center we split into three as well. So the Vernova Research Center is now called Advanced Research Center ARC. So we are actually now doing a lot more in New York, where our research center is, and we coexist with aviation and healthcare in the same campus. Still 80,000 employees in 140 countries, so it's still a big business, company. But again, like I tell people, we are a 135-year-old company with that legacy, but we are a really brand new company that just started on April 2nd. Now, within Grid Solutions, which is where we are, there are two different focus. One is in grid automation. One portion of our business is focused on production, automation, and control, and the other portion is focused on asset monitoring and communication. All the protection, substation automation happens on pack side. That's where they focus a lot on the transmission utilities and transmission grid, versus the other side, AMC, it kind of goes on the both side, transmission and distribution and industrial applications. So the CIC, which is the critical infrastructure communication, that's the product line that I manage, so I'm responsible for that portfolio. Now, what we do as CIC, right, there are 4 keywords that I like to share with our customers. CIC, critical infrastructure communication, we empower the grid automation. And how do we do that? Well, we provide the intelligent, resilient communication networks that drives that efficiency and reliability. And those 4 keywords, intelligent, resiliency, efficiency, and reliability, that's what we are focused on. When we design a new product, when we innovate a new solution, that's our focus, right? That's what our customers are looking for. So when you look at the CIC, we have different kind of solutions in CIC portfolio. We have solutions for our transmission utilities or transmission networks, where we have optical solutions, we have Ethernet switches, time synchronization clocks, teleprotection, power line carrier, and this power line carrier that we are referring to here is a high voltage power line carrier, which is widely used on transmission lines. Versus in the distribution side, we have wireless routers, we have again optical solution as well, Ethernet switches that goes on both transmission and distribution, teleprotection again goes in both transmission and distribution, as well as our broadband PLC solution we call Broadband Power Line, which we just recently introduced. And I do have the product up here right behind me, so anytime if you want to stop by and take a look at our products, the Orbit products, the wireless routers, and the broadband PLC, it is on the table up here. So here's a complete portfolio that's under my umbrella. We have product managers who drive the product strategy for all of these products, as well as R&D team who is actively working on innovation and enhancing our portfolio every day. We kind of categorize our portfolio in 3 different buckets, if you will. One is the wireless, where we really focus on transmission, distribution, industrial, oil and gas, mining applications. So we have several different applications in different market sectors that we enable with our wireless devices. So all of these devices are industrial grade solution. We have optical solution, which are primarily in transmission networks, but also goes in primary distribution networks as well. And then teleprotection signaling, which is where power line carrier and teleprotection solutions are. Now, what I want to kind of point out are 3 different new products that we just recently released and bring it to your attention. So we just announced Orbit Core, which is a private LTE solution, and we'll talk more about it with the EUDC team tomorrow as well about that. We have Transnext, which is our low power wireless solution that we recently announced, and it is available for shipments now. It's very well known in oil and gas market. And then we have our Orbit PowerNet, which is on the right-hand side, which is the center of attraction up here, in a way, because it has the Nessum technology. So what we did is basically took our Orbit platform and enabled the same technology, the Nessum technology on the same platform to kind of extend the solution that we already have. And on top of that, we do have our EMS and NMS solution. So each of the devices that we have needs some sort of software configuration, some sort of network management. So when we talk about the wireless, we need to manage the wireless network, so we do have NMS for that. We do have a manager of manager NMS called Sentinel, which allows us to be more agnostic of any network devices that are out there, and we can connect everything and have a visibility and alarm and management and so on and so forth, or incident management. So we do have our element management or device management as well as the network management tools. Our team is everywhere. This is just a CIC team, by the way. This is not the GE Vernova. GE Vernova has many, many offices and R&D centers and factories, but we are located in CIC itself. We are a very diverse organization, as we have large portfolios, so we have multiple factories where we manufacture our products. Our wireless products are designed and developed and manufactured in Rochester, New York. Our optical products are is designed and developed in Canada, Burnaby and Markham. In Brazil, we do our switches, and in Stafford, in UK, we do manufacturing of our teleprotection devices. And Hyderabad, which is our kind of a software house, that's where we do our software development. So we try to do most of our manufacturing in-house. That's where we have several factories. We leverage our factories at best to make sure that, again, we are focused on quality and we are focused on innovation when we design our solutions. So with that, I want to spend a few minutes on Broadband PLC, again, which is the focus of the discussion today up here. So why Broadband PLC? Well, we are already in wireless, we have optical, we have other solutions, we have high voltage PLC. But when we look at the wireless solutions, right, what are our customers in distribution industry are really looking for, right? Our customers in distribution and industrial applications, they are looking for a solution that will support the multiple real-time applications. They might be doing real-time monitoring, like SCADA. They might be doing, some sort of a low bandwidth video for monitoring of the assets that they may have. They might be using sensors to gather the sensor data from the sensors. So multiple applications, which means they need some broadband solution, right? Wireless can fit that, or some wired application or solution. They need cost-efficient, fast deployment with lower infrastructure costs, right? Everybody wants low-cost solution. That's always asked from our customers, which means that we may not be able to do heavy work like wires, trenches. We want to lower our upfront cost from our customers, like having large towers, right? The other thing that our customers are looking for, full control of the network, right? If you talk to distribution utilities who has their OT network, they want full control, right? The IT OT convergence is happening, but at the same time, the control, having a better control, having security, having ability to tweak that network to enable some of the applications or maintain the quality of service is very, very critical for our customers. So if you look at all those requirements, yes, wireless fits the bill, but some wireless, I would say, because private LTE costs a lot of money for them to actually set up the infrastructure. But at the same time, Broadband PLC actually enhances and I would say complements the solutions that we have, right? Especially the wireless solution, it complements. Because it's not easy to have wireless everywhere. You may have underground applications, you may be going under tunnel, you might be actually behind the mountain, on the other side of the mountain. Well, so all of these different environmental conditions may demand more than just wireless, and we believe that Broadband PLC will offer and complement the other technologies that we have in our products. So that's why we went after the Broadband PLC and invested in this technology from our side. So what we did is we took actually the platform that we already have, right? Why not leverage the solution we already have rather than create something new from scratch? So our team took our Orbit platform, which is one of its kind in industry in a way. I don't think, as far as we know, nobody else has a capability in one single box having multiple technology that easily can be swapped around in the factory. So we created this platform, which is a very flexible platform that we have, and it allows us to do either cellular or licensed or unlicensed capability, wireless or Wi-Fi at the same, or we can do now Nessum. So same box, different solutions, different network interface cards that we have that we can leverage in the ECR platform. Again, the goal is focus on flexibility, focus on reliability, focus on security. That's what our focus is, no matter what communication medium we use. So on medium voltage backbone, we envision a lot of different applications, and this is where we kind of play. Uh, from medium voltage, if you think about the grid automation, there is a fault detection, there are a lot of RMUs or reclosers out there that, and recloser control that we do through wireless today that could be moved over to PLC or covered with PLC. The load balancing that happens, the monitoring of the power, right? Substation monitoring, intra-substation, inside the substation also, so substation to substation versus the intra-substation monitoring, metering, backhauling the EMI gateway information back on medium voltage lines all the way get to the substations and their control center. So that's one of the key applications that we enable with our wireless, and with we believe that with wired solution as well, it will enhance our capability. Real-time industrial meter readings as well. Now we don't directly interact with the meters. We are doing the backhauling, so we work with our partners in getting the information from the meters and then use our networks to kind of transport that data back to the control center. And there could be IT services that we could enable as well, right? Where you may not have fiber, we could be leveraging the wired solution to actually enable some of the applications there. So a lot of different applications on medium voltage backbone that we could be targeting or will be, and then focusing on EMI side, again, we play a role in not on the EMI collector side, but we let the EMI collector collect the information and then we backhaul that information back to the control center. Today, we do it through our wireless solution. So we do have our orbit radio that allows us to communicate with either the cellular network or the licensed and unlicensed wireless network. But in case the wireless is not available, now we can use the broadband PLC to cover the last mile if needed. One of the other thing is we currently have our MCR platform. So today we have enabled BPL solution in our smaller box. This is called ECR. It's an Edge Connect router. Yeah. This has only one interface. Wi-Fi is always available because it's a separate card that we use. But then we have one primary interface in this box, which is the BPL. Okay. Now this is our MCR platform. And MCR platform has two different communication mediums in the same box, which means that we could be using cellular, private cellular, and public cellular. We can have cellular and licensed or unlicensed, or we could be using cellular and BPL. And that's one of the things that will enhance this capability in a big way. So if you look at our current platform and current solution that we sell, we can offer our customers in distribution market, where we can allow them to have a redundancy in the link, right? So if the one link fail, customer can hop on or swap to the other link, right? That way the failover mechanism is there. We have actually double failover mechanism because we can have dual SIM. So you can have dual SIM, so you can have connect with two different cellular as well as you can connect to the unlicensed. So you can have literally two different failover from one link to another link to the third link. With the BPL solution, now we can let customer have the wireless and add the BPL so that they can cross over from wireless to wired. Okay, or if customer just want for redundancy purposes, then you can have redundancy. If the wireless fail over, then you change to wire, or if the wire goes away, you change to wireless. So with this technology, we can enable a lot of new applications, we believe, and cover some of the gaps that our customer has, like again in mining, oil and gas, or our traditional distribution networks where customers cannot reach the last mile or cannot get the data from the user or end user to all the way to the control center. We can leverage this technology to kind of get the data back to the control center. So that's pretty much what I have. I wanted to make sure that I cover this quickly in 20 minutes. Give you a little bit overview of our company and the product line. If you have any questions, I'll be here today, tomorrow, and as well as on Thursday. So please feel free to ask any questions you have with me or one of my team members. Thank you.
Okay, so